Hey y'all, it is Damon here from Deco Exchange, and we are gonna make this fun little magnolia wreath that Stacy Chadwick taught me from your front porch. So tonight we're gonna make this magnolia. All right, so for the small flower board, we're gonna need 16 total petals. We are gonna do 8 at 20 inches and 8 at 10 inches. All right, luckily we only have to cut 16 petals, so it's not going to take that long. All right, so there was 8 at 20 inches. Now we're going to cut 8 at 10 inches. So let's look at our flower board. So we're only going to use the first 2 rings on the board. So this middle one and then this one here. So this one, we're only going to put it where they're supposed to go. And this one, we're going to put it where they're supposed to go. Then we're going to connect the holes. So we're going to have 8 on the outside, 8 on the inside. This is a small board. Yep, shared holes in the middle. All right, let's start adding some of our 10 by 20. All right, so we're gonna take our 20-inch, we're gonna fold it in half. Give this side a nice little crease. All right, then I'm just gonna fold it in half again, this way, to make it look like a bandana. Okay, then I'm gonna pull this out just a little bit. And then I'm gonna accordion the 2 sides. All right. I want it to look like a little ladle. Slide it in our outside and zip tie it nice and tight. All right, y'all, we're gonna do this all the way around the outside. So all of our 20. All right. So once again, looks like a little ladle. Pull it as tight as you can and cut the zip tie. Yep, we used the wood burning tool to cut the mesh. We did 8 at 20 inches and 8 at 10 inches. So let's do our 10-inch in the center. Now what we're gonna do is we're gonna put it in the 2 holes that are closest together first. Then we're gonna skip one. And then we're gonna come back and do the in-between. So we're gonna make the same petal that we did here, but we're only gonna do it with a 10 by 10. So we're gonna fold it to the triangle. So there's just one less fold here. All right, we're going to pull it. And accordion style it in. All right, we're going to find our one that has the holes real close to each other. And work it in that pipe cleaner. Sorry, zip tie. And pull it tight. Now, as you tighten this one, this petal should perk up like this. All right, then we're going to skip one, and we're going to go to the next one. So we added zip ties here, 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 and here. Then we went back and we added zip ties in between the holes, right? So our first petal went in the small gap. And now this one is going to go into the one that we skipped. So we have our square. We're going to fold it in half, just like before. Okay. Then we're going to fold it again. All right. Then we're going to bring this tip and this tip together. And it's going to look like whatever that shape is, y'all. Now, I will tell you, the first time that I did it, there was like a little gap in the bottom, and I didn't like it. So I'm actually going to put just a little bit of hot glue right in that little gap and pinch and close. I'm probably doing something wrong, but this works. We just want a different type of petal that goes in those miss holes, Candy. All right. So if yours has a weird gap, just put a little dab of glue, y'all. We ain't got time to stress about it. All right. Now we're going to add this into the ones that we skipped. This could totally be a poinsettia. You're right. Make it red. Y'all, what if you made it red, but instead of a pine cone in the middle, you put red, gold glitter ornaments? So right in between these two, there's a petal out here. I took that petal and I lifted it up and stretched it out. So, and then I skipped this one and I went to this one, right? Lift it up, stretch it out. Y'all, it just gave it like one more layer of texture that I really liked. All right. Now the ones that are on the bottom, if you want to, you can stretch those. Y'all, I found 3 random pine cones. This one I think is just way too big. I don't know. I kind of like the larger one in this one. We're just going with it. Going with it. All right, I'm going to add a lot of glue. gonna just push it down right in the center there. All right, while that pine cone is finished and drying, let's cut our mesh. We're just gonna cut this into 10-inch strips. All right, now Stacy's leaf was different than mine, but we'll see if we can figure this out. Y'all, I think I'm just gonna put a regular petal for the leaf. Just a regular green petal, and just kind of stretch it out a little bit. And then we're just going to pick a spot anywhere on the board and add our leaf. I went to whatever row this is. It says row 2. I went to row 2 to add in my leaf. So you can see how that popped out. So I am gonna first, before I go any further, find the top of my board, which is right here. Whenever you're looking at your board, on the outside edge, there's one spot, looks like someone got bullet hole happy. These two are where you would put your pipe cleaner to hang it. So I'm gonna do that on the back of mine. All right, so I'm gonna make my leaves in a triangle pattern. So I have one here. So I'm gonna go one directly across and then like triangle them just a little bit. Y'all, you should probably put the zip tie in before you make the petal. Look how fun.